I almost got cancelled, I think.
When?
Because
From who?
I forgot about this. This was ages ago. I uploaded a video. So I did a show that was all about perspective. And it was just like, oh, how do I explain that? It was like I just bulleted like a whole heap of topics at people, like a whole bunch of topics at people, but kept flipping the perspective on them so that they would go, oh, what? Like, so it would be like a bad idea and they're like, oh, and then I would make it a good perspective, like somehow make it I can't explain it. It was a whole rush of things, and I would bring up bad out the gate stuff, and then the audience would go, oh, and then I'd flip it and be like, but what about this if that was this guy's life? And then they were all like, oh, crack up. And so I did a whole round of stuff like that, and the opening line to that show was like 21 got knocked, 21 but one got knocked. You know that drill song?
Yeah, 140.
Yeah, guess that makes them 20. So I was like, I walk out on stage, I'm like, 21 what, but one got knocked. Who got knocked? And then everyone's like, what is the answer? 21? 21, that's the answer. They were yelling out. And I was like, nah, Kobe Bryant off the helicopter. And then the whole crowd like started cracking up. But that's because they were in there, that they just started cracking up. And I uploaded that little ass video to my Instagram. And it went nuts, like a whole bunch. Even Islander dudes, they were the worst ones. They were in my DM like, if you bitch, like if that was our family, Kobe's nephews were coming for me. They're like, if you like, what if your family died? Like, what's your family? They got like really into it over that one thing.
Yeah.
And we're putting up polls like, she gets a show and now this is how she behaves. Like, but it was again another perspective.
Yeah.
Outside of the show.
Yeah, yeah.
And everyone that came to that show was commenting you had to see the show.
Yeah.
But people who didn't were like cancelled.
Yeah. Because they only see one little snippet and then make a judgment of the whole thing.
Yeah.
Which goes to show that context is everything, eh?
Yeah.
So they only get the snippet and then they just think, okay, and then just judge you for that one snippet.
That's one of the privileges you have as a comedian though, eh?
Oh yeah, to do that stuff. Like,
is that you can do that because in the world of comedy, that's the whole purpose of being a comedian, is taking some of these real life issues and giving it a different perspective, giving it a different context.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Reframing it. Let's have a laugh at it, because over here there's a whole heap of people that are...
Otherwise we're just going
but
to cry.
even my perspective got flipped, because then I saw like the wife and her interview and stuff, and I was like, wow, I shouldn't have done that joke. But I was new. Like that was like one of my first. That was my first show at Basement, and I did that. And then when I watched the interview of the wife, I was like, oh yeah, like she actually wouldn't feel nice hearing that. You know, me using her husband in a joke. And so I also learned from that, and that was the power to learn. But if everyone cancelled me at that point, I wouldn't be able to learn.
Mandate.